Department of Health Services is changing how you locate vaccines near you. It'll begin using Vaccine Finder by May and phase out the map state health officials made in February. Vaccine Finder has a more customizable search option. Besides day and time, you can also see vaccine type and set your location radius. State numbers show fewer doses were given last week than any of the 3 previous weeks.
Capitol Bureau Chief A.J. Bayapur has you covered on whether state health officials believe we're getting close to a point where there's more vaccine available than demand for it.
Cars continue to line up at the Alliance Center's community vaccine clinic. But statewide, there was a drop last week in total doses given. About 343,000 is the fewest given in a single week since the week of March 14th. Does that reflect demand tapering off? DHS officials say not quite.
We still have had more requests for vaccine than we have vaccine available to order from the federal government, but the gap is closing.
Deputy Secretary Julie Willems Van Dyke says as the most eager get their shots and we get closer to demand matching supply, it will allow vaccinators to bring the shot to people who are either hesitant or simply have a hard time getting around.
It will be more targeted. It will be more focused on finding the folks who have not yet received a vaccine.
As for those still holding out, DHS officials say it's worth talking to your friends and family, but not helpful to talk down to anyone.
People have every right to make informed decisions about the health care that they use or choose not to use. And there's no wrong way to feel about getting a new vaccine.
Chief Medical Officer Ryan Westergaard says it is worth pointing out a lot of doses have now been given, and the early returns show the vaccine works, with severe side effects extremely rare.
We've been given, hundreds of millions of doses around the world for these new vaccines and have gotten a pretty good sense that they're highly effective and they're very safe.
The DHS officials say the goal for reaching herd immunity is still 80% of the population here being vaccinated. They say Wisconsin remains on track to have enough vaccine to reach that goal by July, as long as enough people agree to get vaccinated.